everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Yvette. I am a licensed esthetician here in Los Angeles, California, doing facials, lashes, and brows. If you're into any of that, make sure to subscribe down below so you can see a lot more of my work and a lot more of what it's like to be an esthetician. For today's video, I'm actually going to be giving 5 things that I think any lash artist should focus on, especially in the beginning. I want to say this is mainly for like your first year and a half that you're really going to be focusing on these things. And if you do, I promise you, your lash journey is going to take you very, very far. The first thing that I think you should focus on as a lash artist, whether you're a beginner or not, is definitely going to be isolation. Isolation is crucial, okay? Crucial for your client's lash health, but also for your reputation. I promise you, if you give someone a horrible lash set where you clump their lashes or you are not isolating properly and they feel so much discomfort, they are going to go to another lash artist. They might not bash your name, but they will certainly remember who you are, and they're going to tell other people. Like if they hear someone being like, oh, I'm gonna go to so-and-so, they're probably going to be like, no, don't go to her because she damaged my lashes, she messed my stuff up, it was so uncomfortable, you know. So definitely focus on isolation. Not only is this gonna help you as a lash artist, but again, it's gonna help your client not need to take any breaks. I know that is a very common question that a lot of people have, like, oh, well, how often should I take a break? I always tell them, I don't think you need a break. If I feel like you need a break because you're having too much breakage or your lashes are thinning out, I will let you know. But personally, on my end, I am doing everything possible so you do not need a break anytime soon. So again, it's going to help you with your reputation. It's going to help you with retaining clients because they're not going to feel any discomfort. They're going to love their lashes. Lashes are life-changing. As soon as you get them, if you have a really good experience with a lash artist, you're going to keep wanting to go because they're seriously beautiful, you know? Okay, so that is the first thing I think you should focus on. If you are finding it hard to practice while you're working, definitely, like, whoever you live with, hopefully you live with someone. If you live on your own, maybe just do it on your mannequin head. I know it's not the same thing, but always at least for 30 minutes daily, just so you can get used to holding your utensils, but also just the movement itself, using your fingers, figuring out what works for you. Practice at least for 30 minutes daily. Ask someone that lives with you, like, hey, do you mind just laying here for like 15-20 minutes, 30 if you give me 30 minutes, and all you gotta do is focus on isolating. Just move those lashes around, one eye, the other eye, focus on isolating. It's gonna get you used to the movement and you're gonna pick it up a lot faster. Now, the second thing that you should focus on as a beginner lash artist is gonna be direction. I know in the beginning, everyone's sets, at least I know my sets, and I know a lot of people's sets, they just look wonky and crazy, and there is nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you kind of aim to do that, but for the most part, they don't look neat, and a lot of clients want that neat uniform look. So what I would suggest is to focus on direction. Not only that, but you can also alter someone's eye if you put a lash like going too much to the side. So let's say you're giving them a cat eye and you really like angle that last lash or those lashes out. Sometimes you can droop their eye, and you know, you want to avoid these things. So definitely focus on direction. One little tip I have for you is on the iPad where you put your mapping down, put little arrows to where you want your lashes to be pointing, and when you're lashing, just really aim to angle them that way, and you're gonna see a huge improvement. This is something that gets picked up very quickly. I didn't struggle so much with that. As long as you have a little bit more of a slower drying glue, it's going to give you more time to be able to play with that lash. I know it could be a little frustrating to work with the slow drying glue, but I promise you it'll be worth it, especially in the beginning of your lash journey when you're really trying to manipulate these lashes to where you want them to stay. Isolation, first thing to focus on. Second thing is direction. So now that you have those 2 things down, you're likely going to be having your clients coming back because they feel really nice in those lashes. They're really, really nice and neat. They don't feel any discomfort. They're coming back for their fills. You're very happy with your returning clients, obviously. But now what you're probably going to want to focus on is retention. And retention is such a big thing in the lash industry. There's so many classes out there that you can take right now to really help you improve your retention, and I highly encourage you guys to take one, maybe two. Personally, I took one already. I think I'm going to try to take another one, simply because I just want to see if they give me more information that I didn't actually learn in the first class that I took. So definitely go take a retention class. Now, how is this going to help you? I know sometimes you're like, well, I want my clients to be coming back every 2 weeks because of the pay, obviously. But if your client is only coming in once a month, you can really bump up those fill prices now. And not only that, but you're going to be able to fit in more people into your books, because now they're going to only be coming in once a month rather than twice a month. And so you're going to just have way more time. You could either have more time to take in more clients, or because you racked up your prices a little bit more, you're going to have more time to do whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's creating content, living your life. If you're a mother, maybe you need more time to spend time with your family, you know, whatever it is. This is going to give you more time to do that. Not only that, but your fills are going to be so much faster, so it's going to be less on you. And your clients are going to be happy. Their lashes are going to be looking nicer much longer. They're not going to feel the need to be coming to you so often, and it's better. So retention is definitely something that you need to focus on, especially in the beginning. Again, this is something that I would focus on at least during the first year of lashing. So I'm not telling you to focus on retention right off the bat. Focus on isolation first, because that is probably the most important thing. So focus on isolation, focus on your direction, and then focus on your retention. And with just those 3 things, I promise you, your lashes, your clients are going to be happy. People are going to be referring you. You're going to fill your books very, very fast if you do those 3 things. The 4th thing that you should be focusing on is mapping. Mapping. Again, this is another thing that you can take another class on. So we're getting into more advanced things right now that you should be focusing on as a beginner lash artist. Now, mapping, once you figure out how to map people individually and really customize their sets, this is what's really going to make you stand out as a lash artist. Like, you could have someone come in and they have like one eye smaller than the other. Maybe one eye is like more like, it tilts down more on the outer corner than the other. And so once you take these mapping courses, you're going to be able to customize sets to your client's eyes and face shape, and really give them this unique set that nobody else is getting, because nobody else has the same facial features that they do. So this is going to really help you with standing out as a lash artist, but it is also going to help you with retaining your clients, because they could go to Sally down the street or whoever else, and guess what? They're not going to give them what you're giving them. They're not going to give them that customized set that you give them, that really makes their eyes pop, really gives them that nice cat eye that they really want, or elongates their eyes, or really lifts their eyes, you know. So a mapping course is definitely something you want to take. Not right off the bat. Again, I'm not telling you to invest in these courses right off the bat. Focus on your isolation and focus on your direction first, and then you can start going into more intricate things. You can also take a wispy course if you want to focus more on wispy sets, or, you know, what else is there, like the angel eyes, or whatever new thing comes out. You can start focusing on those. And with once you figure out mapping, like, you're golden, you're good. Just with those 4 things: isolation, direction, retention, and mapping, like, you're good. The 5th one, my 5th thing that you should focus on, it's not really so much of a thing that you should be doing. It is partially, but it's mainly more for your clients. So I want you to start educating your clients, and this is something that you can start doing right off the bat. So client education is something that is very important since the very, very beginning. And I'm not just talking about like, you need to wash your lashes once or twice a day, you know, like, no. You need to tell them, you need to educate them on like the lash hair growth, really let them know like, okay, this is the cycle, your lash growth cycle, this is what happens after a certain amount of weeks, this is why you need to fill every 4 weeks, so that they really understand the anatomy of it, and they really understand why it is that they have to come in at least every 3 to 4 weeks, and then not being like, oh, well, my lashes still look full. It's like, no, I get it, they still look full, but trust me, you need to fill, because now those long lashes that are really like grown out, they're weighing down your natural lash, they're stressing it out, you're gonna cause damage. So please don't think that you could get away with coming in every 6 weeks for a fill because they still look full. No. which impossible. They don't look forward to 6 weeks. You're gonna need a fill at least every 3 to 4 weeks. So educate them. And I know in the very beginning it's a little hard to even figure out what wording to use, how to phrase it for them, how to tell them like, hey, I really need you to focus on these things. But I promise you, the more you repeat yourself, the easier it comes. It ends up being more of a natural thing. And when someone asks you something, you're gonna immediately know what to answer them. But it always starts with that first client. So try to educate your clients right off the beginning. I know in the beginning you're not a pro, and it is okay. Nobody is a pro in the very beginning. Everybody starts in the beginning and then they start getting better. And the only way to get better is to keep practicing. So practice your isolation, practice your direction, practice your retention, practice your mapping, and practice educating your clients. And I promise you, you're gonna have happy returning clients. No infections over here, because if they're very well educated on how to take care of their lashes and you're doing your part in keeping things clean and disinfected, they shouldn't be needing a break, they shouldn't be catching infections, and they should be happy clients returning to you. I hope you found this video helpful. Again, we're in a different area. We'll see how this goes. I might do this more often. We'll see. But if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful at all, please make sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel. Maybe, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you thought. If you have any other tips that you think beginners should focus on in the beginning, write it down below. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.